Hi, I just wanted to first thank you for subbing for me during my maternity leave. I really appreciate your effort in putting into the students in this classroom. And I just wanted to make this video to show you around, to show you how I typically use this space for both of the classes so that you have an easier transition. And with that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to text me, call me, or email me at any time. All right, so typically when I greet the students, they'll line up right there in that space to the right of the emergency fire alarm. And I will stand at this doorway right here, and I will fist bump them or greet them with a handshake. They will enter the room silently, and they will immediately put their things away. And I have included a slideshow in your notes for the classroom procedures and expectations that will show you exactly how they're supposed to do that. So I teach in small group, not in whole group, but you can certainly do whole group if that's easier for you. If you do decide to do small group, typically I'll use this space right here for Collab Lab. So the group of students that's sitting in this area will be working on the project, which is on this board right here. I have put the first few resources, the checkpoints and activities, in those orange folders. The other ones will be over at this little desk space, but I have already copied them for you. I've only done that for the first project, so for the projects after that, the materials are either here in this binder, and I'll show you what that looks like. It looks like that. They're also on the Summit platform, so you can just print them out and then copy them that way for this board. So there's our Collab Lab station. We also have the focus area boards over here. These are the focus areas that are associated with whatever project you're working on. So these are going to have to change along with this board when you move on to your next project, but you're going to set it up the same. So just like I explained in the project video, you're going to have kind of the same exact setup, so just take a good look at it before you take it down. And then you're going to have each one of your activities and resources on the mountain, and then also posted on the board. And then just a little example of whatever they are learning in their focus areas. And then I've also left these white paper holders down at the bottom so that you can put in resources, like 2 different activity worksheets in case the kids would prefer to do something paper pencil rather than online. So moving on to the next station. This is the station that I use for workshop, where I'll use small group instruction. And it's set up in a U so that you can sit in the middle. And there's also a wireless mouse and keyboard that's connected to the laptop, so you can control the smartboard from over here. This center area, so the beanbag, this high top table, and the chairs up front, I will use typically for open seating. Mr. Bannon, when he comes in, a lot of times we'll work with a group of kids on basic skills at this middle table, but you can use it as like a reward. If someone's doing really well, you can ask a couple kids to go sit over there, or if someone needs some alone time and maybe needs a break for a minute, they could sit in the beanbag and do their work there. The next station is the technology station, the self-directed learning station. I have it set up here so that when the kids are on technology, you can see their screens when you're sitting over there, or basically anywhere in the room. So that's our self-directed learning station. Their laptops are in here, and you will see in the procedures slideshow of how to take the Chromebooks out, return them, and whatnot. Please make sure that the technology does not get damaged. It's a very big deal if we turn in technology that is damaged. This is going to be the wildcard station. So I call it the wildcard because sometimes it will be a makerspace, which they will not be starting until after I come back. Sometimes I'll use it for another technology space, another Collab Lab space. If you'd like to use a station rotation model, you can use this station for whatever you'd like. If the kids really need to spend a little bit more time on their focus areas because they're getting behind, this would be a great station where they can do that, or for the project, or whatever you see fit. These materials up on this wall are for the students to use. Please make sure they stay organized and the kids are putting the materials back where they get them. That printer does not work. These are their team bins. So team 1 has the top bins, Princeton, Yale, Harvard, and Brown. It really doesn't matter which team is which. So when you break them up, the kids that sit in this area, the makerspace area, would be one team. Say you make them Princeton. And then the kids that sit over there for the first rotation would be Yale. The kids that sit over at the workshop station, Harvard. If you would prefer to teach as a whole group, what you could do is you could just switch the seats every day. So the Princeton group that starts at this station right here where I am might be here on Monday, and then on Tuesday they're going to get their materials and they're going to go to that table over there, and then on Wednesday they're going to sit at that table, just so that the kids have a variety of seating options. They're not going to want to sit in the same area every single day, but they should be sitting with their assigned groups so that you'll be better able to manage behavior. The groups can change, so if you see that a couple students are just not working well together, then feel free to switch it up as often as you would like. All right, so that is a walkthrough of the classroom for the STEAM courses. You have 2 classes where you're teaching science or math, and although they are split up on the platform, either in science or math content online, the way that I have organized it in this binder and in the syllabus that I'm going to print out and leave for you is together as one course. So you'll either be teaching a math concept unit or a science project. All right, the next video you're going to watch is going to be an overview of the PLT class.